I've been hard at work giving our dull and boring entryway a much needed glow up. And while we've made leaps and bounds of progress, we are now down to the wire. It's time to tackle those minor details and finishing touches so we can finally bring my vision for the space to life. But as a beginner DIYer who wears many hats, I'm juggling life and a tight budget. And my goal is to completely transform the space for just $500. Overly ambitious? Let's find out. It's not coming out. I don't know what to do. So guys, we have come such a long way with this entryway, and now we're down to the nitty gritty. We're down to the final details that's going to bring everything together and just make everything pop and just really special. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with installing these sconces. And I actually got these sconces, you guys wouldn't believe it, for $7 on Mercari. And technically I actually paid nothing for them because Mercari is like a hidden gem. It's one of my little secrets that I hold on to, but I'm sharing it with you guys. I don't even know if I should share this because man, there's some good stuff on there for really good pricing. But anyways, I used to sell on Mercari, and because I know that a lot of that money I was making was extra money to do projects in the home, I just kept the balance sitting there so that way if there was anything that I wanted or needed for a certain project or a space in the home, I can just go ahead and use that money. And I got these sconces. They are not hardwired, they're rechargeable, and they're cordless, so it's gonna be perfect. You guys saw in my like trim video, the video that I did all the molding in here, that I marked these X's in the entryway. This is where I'm essentially putting the sconces. I've had it mapped out for months now, but I'm finally gonna be installing them. But I did test them when they first got here, so everything should be good. Let's install these sconces. So here's my dilemma. I have it marked off where I wanted this to go, or where I had planned to put or install these sconces here. I really like it a little bit lower, like about here, but I just feel like it's sticking over this alarm panel would look really strange. So I'm like, okay, what if I just kind of meet it like halfway to where that was? And as you can see here, the bottom of the sconce would just like barely graze the top of the panel. Obviously it's not going to touch it because the panel's way more flush to the wall than the sconce is, but I'm like wondering if that would look strange or if I need to like keep it up here. I don't know. I just feel like the height of it looks better lower. Like even if I could get it here, that would look so good, but obviously I can't because the panel's there and that looks just really bad. So okay, what do you think? What do you think? Does this look weird, having the tip of this like just barely grazing the panel?
Yeah, I'd pay higher.
Really? Because it like if you come over here and look at it, it just looks so good at this height. Okay, look, no, look. So wait, you're saying I should leave it exactly how I marked it, or you think there's okay? It looks weird to you? No, I think that's fine, right? Really? Oh, brother. From here, it doesn't look that bad. Once I got over my little dilemma, I was able to start installing my sconces. Now, I can't really say that I didn't run into a hiccup along the way. Like, I don't understand what kind of anchor this is. Like, it doesn't even expand, so... You see? I knew these anchors were horrible. What kind of anchor is that? Ah! It fell in the wall.
It fell in the wall?
The anchor. I knew it. I'm like, these anchors don't look good. It's not coming out. I don't know what to do. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? This is bad. I don't know what to do because I don't want to make a bigger hole in the wall. This is horrible. Okay, that's went in the back of the wall. I'm gonna have to use these even bigger anchors. Oh! Guys, I've clearly made a fool of myself because those anchors that came with the sconces, trash, horrible, not good. I'm literally like, how are they gonna hold anything if it's literally like this most narrow thing and doesn't expand at all? So I'm like, how is this gonna stay in the wall? I have no clue. So try to use my easy anchors, but I don't know where the screws are that fit these anchors. So I'm gonna have to look for that, because without the right screws, these anchors don't actually work right. And I don't want to damage the wall further. So this is gonna stick out of the wall until I find those screws. And it's almost dinner time, so probably will do this tomorrow, which is crazy because this is such an easy task. I'm like, surely I'll get it done today and then I can chill, but that didn't happen. And you guys know that's normally how it works. So yeah, amazing. Before we move on to the next step, I want to tell you all a little bit about today's sponsor, FlexiSpot. FlexiSpot is a sustainable furniture company that specializes in innovative and flexible furniture solutions for the home, office, and more. FlexiSpot sent me their Kana Japanese joinery bed frame and headboard, which was the perfect upgrade to our old bed in our guest bedroom. We really wanted something that would give this room a calm and relaxing feeling, and the Kana bed did exactly that. The Kana Japanese joinery bed frame is made with solid rubber wood and traditional mortise and tenon joinery for great stability. Rubber wood is a hard wood with high hardness, strength, and is not easily destroyed. I love that this bed frame is budget friendly, it's easy to assemble, and it's made with high quality materials, giving this bed frame a really great long-term value. There are no screws involved in the setup of the Kana frame, so you don't have to go rummaging through your toolbox. You just secure the solid wood pieces into place and enjoy a wobble-free bed frame in just a few minutes. The Kana Japanese joinery bed is also made with inward recessed legs for a snug wall fit and slats that are secured with Velcro for a secure, noise-free experience. One thing that I love about the Kana bed frame is how customizable it is. FlexiSpot gives you the ability to purchase the matching headboard in either an oak, walnut, or natural walnut finish. And there's also an option for a pillow board that has a removable cover so you can easily throw it in the washer to keep it nice and fresh. The Kana bed frame is also compatible with FlexiSpot's electronic adjustable backrest. And one of my very favorite features, the 10.2-inch clearance that allows plenty of room for underbed storage to make the most of my space. FlexiSpot even sent me 2 of their matching underbed drawers to help me make the most of all the added space that we have under the bed now. There's no long waiting needed because FlexiSpot will ship your order to you in just 1 to 2 business days, and your bed frame will get to you in about 3 to 5 business days. So if you'd like to experience the FlexiSpot Kana Japanese joinery bed frame for yourself, click the link in my description box below. Don't miss out, use our exclusive code for an instant discount. Transform your sleep with comfort, convenience, and unmatched value. You guys didn't even see what I just did, but pretty much this went a lot smoother than the first time, so I'm not mad about that. Having the right anchors really makes all the difference, and I was so happy that I picked up the proper easy anchors that I needed, because the install went so smooth after that and I didn't have to worry at all about these sconces falling out of the wall eventually. While I really love these sconces, one thing that I didn't like was that the box did not come with any sort of instructions on how to install it whatsoever, so I really had to put my thinking cap on and figure it out, but it all came together really nicely. Okay guys, so we finished installing the sconces. Now I want to turn my attention to a very minor detail that to me makes a huge impact, and that is my door hinges. These look really bad. They looked bad before I painted the door, but obviously there was some white paint on them already. They just look kind of really dirty, and then I got some black paint on them as well. And either way, these are like a nickel color, which I don't really care for, and it just is not really, it's not really adding anything to this space. So I got some 4-inch door hinges. These are matte black, and I just feel like it's gonna look so much more seamless and tie everything together. And some people may think this is a very unnecessary step, but I am such a detail-oriented person that this bothers me, and I rather do something all the way through. And so I'm gonna go ahead and replace my door hinges. While I was a bit nervous when replacing these door hinges, this wasn't exactly my first rodeo. This is gonna be interesting. Just look how gross that is. That is so nasty. It's gonna look so much better. I just know it. These holes are in different spots, which means I'm drilling new holes in this thing. Actually, yeah, close that. Actually, don't. Sorry, don't. My finger's right there. We don't want that. That'd be horrible. Guys, I literally installed the hinge on backwards. So if I try to close the door, it won't. Like, it gets stuck right there. So, yeah, I probably need to take this off and flip it around. Woohoo, woohoo. I didn't think that through when I did what I did. So, I had it installed this way, so it was never gonna close. I need to install it this way. I made a couple of mistakes along the way, but I was able to backtrack and correct my mistakes. All the way. Let's see. Back to my experience with installing door hinges. As a young girl, I remember helping my dad with replacing door hinges of some sort in one of his rental properties back in the day. And so while I've never actually done this on my own without any other adult supervision, I definitely had some level of familiarity with it. And so I was able to tackle this head on, fears and all. And in the end, I got it sorted out, and the door opens and closes just fine. Okay, I made it. I finished before hubby gets back. Yes. I always like finishing it before he gets back so I can be like, look what I did while you were gone for like 5 minutes. Wow, looks amazing. Let me just show you the door being closed all the way. Wow, look at that. Looking good. Hello guys, it is the very next day. I left you guys off where I installed our entryway sconces, and I changed out all of the hinges for this front door so that I have the matte black that really like blends into this front door. Now I want to turn my attention to a little minor detail, but it's something that obviously sticks out to me, and that is this sensor here. I think it's a doorbell sensor. I'm not really sure because I think this was pre-existing before we purchased our house and got all our security system installed. But because it's on the side where the wall is, I want it to blend in more with the wall, and I got some black paint on it, so I need to remove that. And so I'm going to use some cotton rounds and Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol and just scrub away at it, and I'm sure that'll do the trick. I also got a little bit on our front door sensor, which we spoke to our security company. I'm not allowed to have that painted, so I actually need to get the little bit of paint that I have on it off, and I initially was planning on painting it to blend in with the door, but it's not allowed apparently, even though we pay for it, which is whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna do that. I have some touch-ups that I need to do. I just have a little bit more here. After getting the excess paint all cleaned up, I headed to Lowe's to grab a couple of things that I needed for the next step in this process. And while we were there, we saw a little robot that was taking inventory of the whole store. It was pretty cool and super futuristic. I'm curious if any of you have ever seen one of these in your local Lowe's. So this is the receptacle that I'm going to be replacing. As you can see here, it's all chipped up with paint and just looks really bad. So we're going to be changing it out with a brand new one. I have this receptacle tester to make sure that when I'm done rewiring everything, that it's been done complete and accurately. And then I have the voltage tester so I can make sure that my wires are not hot when hubby
takes the breaker off. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn that breaker off so I don't get electrocuted. Okay, what do we have here? I feel like that should be good. Let's see. Alright, so it's good. So just to double check, I'm gonna use this again, make sure all my wires are good, and they are. So I can now feel confident. I think I'm gonna do it one by one, so it's easier to match everything up. Hold on, okay. Found a really tiny, like, flathead screwdriver that hopefully should work. Oh, got it. Whew. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I need to get this one off. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them in the exact same way. Tighten that baby up. Okay, I got them all in. Now I just need to push this baby back in there. Breaker's back on. Okay, let me see. Yay! It says correct wiring, so we're good to go. My voltage tester, just want to make sure.
You may be wondering, what makes me so confident that I feel I'm able to do these things on my own? And well, let's just say I've been exposed to a lot of these different things since I was a little girl, and that includes also switching out light switches and receptacles. I also helped my dad with this kind of stuff when I was younger, and so I'm just familiar with some of these things. And even though I may not remember every single detail step by step, I tend to do a lot of research before tackling a project, and it really helps me to feel more comfortable when doing something like this on my own.
Okay guys, so I found my other like rocker switches. Turns out I have enough 3-way rockers to change out all the ones in this hallway so that it can match the kitchen. The only thing is that I would need to cut down the plate for the one on that wall. I asked hubby which one he likes better, and he likes the rocker, which it's not that I have a preference. I think the rocker feels more modern, so I am gonna just switch this back out to a rocker one, and I have enough.
You guys will notice that I love to engage my daughter in a lot of the different projects that I do around the house because she is in such an exploratory stage in her life, and these are the moments that she's going to remember and that will stick with her. Even if she's not able to recollect all of the minor details, she will remember that she helped me with things like this. And when she gets older and she starts to develop her own interests, these are the kind of things that will help her and give her a lot of skills and abilities when she is ready and willing to tackle her own projects, whether that be DIY or home related or not.
Pass me another one. Here. Wow, look at you.
And don't you guys worry, the breakers were all off, the power was off. This is simply just her helping me put the switch plate cover on, and she did not do any kind of electrical work at all, so don't worry there.
There we go, beautiful. Did the light turn on?
Yeah.
Yep. Turn it off. What about this one? Wow. Okay guys, I've changed these two out so it looks nice and fresh. Let's test it out. Okay, this works great. But now I can put the plate on. I'm going to caulk in here again with white caulk this time instead of clear, so the paint shouldn't crackle on here and it'll look a lot better. Electrical work is done officially in this hallway. Okay, that looks so much cleaner. Okay guys, you may be wondering, why am I back over here by the door again? And that's because I need to do some touch-ups. I have some Q-tips here and my door paint that I used for this door. And what I'm going to be doing is these little parts here. I'm just going to shake it up because I honestly don't want to have to stir it.
All I used for this step were some Q-tips that I dipped into the paint, and I spot treated the little areas where I needed to fill in any scratches or just parts that didn't get full coverage.
Okay, this is our old mail holder and key holder. I was going to make my own like mail holder out of wood and make it really pretty, but I want to close this entryway series out, and this works just fine for us. It's from Target, but I got it from a liquidator store, so there's like a piece missing, but you literally would never be able to tell unless you knew exactly what it looked like. So
this is of course my very favorite part with any room makeover that I do, and of course I always pay attention to the minor details like the screws that were holding up our mail holder. I did use some of that door paint to blend them in and that they wouldn't stand out, and I also switched out this light switch cover to a really pretty brass looking one just to make it pop a little bit more and bring some of those other tones into that corner. Just so you guys know, I snagged this entry table on Facebook Marketplace basically for free after I sold a piece for the very same price in our home. You guys know that I love a little mix of newer and older items, and that's exactly what I have here. I have some thrifted decor, some that I purchased new, some secondhand from Facebook Marketplace, and I just think that it all comes together really well. One thing I do want to do is use some Rub and Buff to change the tone of that gold mirror because it is a little yellowy orange for me, and I want to just tone it down a little bit, but that's for another time. And I know someone is bound to make a comment about this, but I do plan to secure this mirror to the wall, just not in this video. Please know that I am aware of the safety hazards. And now guys, this is the reveal of the entryway makeover. We have come such a very long way. Honestly, this has been such a labor of love, and I believe that it really does show. The results speak for themselves. Everything just feels like such a breath of fresh air when we walk into our entryway, and it's no longer this mediocre, dingy, and dark feeling entry, but it's now just a really bright and cozy entryway that I think really stands out. When you first walk in, it really brings your attention to the space, and that's the feeling that I want to create throughout the rest of our home. And as we continue to do more projects and more makeovers, I really want to continue to hone my skills and further develop my design style, and I feel like this entryway has really like catapulted that for me in a lot of different ways. The most amazing thing to me is that I was able to transform this entire entryway for just over $500. A little sweat equity, some DIY skill, and creative upgrades turn the space into something completely new. If you got this far in the video, I just want to thank you so very much for watching. You guys have joined me along this very long journey. Here we are at the end. Everything looks so beautiful, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about the end result. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and be blessed.